What's going on today, guys, and welcome to Eddie Studios. What I have in my hand here is a small cube light. It is a waterproof light that is just tiny, just like a lot of the Lume Cubes you see out there, but this one's made by Ulanzi, and it is called a Cute Light. So it's the Ulanzi Cute Light, but it is just like the little Lume Cube lights and some of the other ones that you've seen around, but those lights can be like 60 bucks or more, and this one's pretty inexpensive, coming in under 40 bucks on Amazon. I will link one in the description down below, as well as some of the other ones, so you can check them out, but you'll be pretty surprised at the price point what all this comes with, and then we'll see what it can do today, guys. If you're interested in stuff like this, man, subscribe to this channel because I'm always pulling out budget gear and stuff like that, but I want to get right into this. We're going to see what's in this package, and you know, likes are free, guys. But let's get right into this package and see what's here. Then let's play with it a little bit and see what it can really do at the price and the size, and let's see what we can really use this thing for. So I'm not going to do a full unboxing here, guys, but this is what it looks like coming out of the box. No, that's not the light, but this little package that they give you to kind of hold it in, and it opens up, and I'm just gonna kind of like show you right here, but then I'll pull out some of the accessories that it has with it in just a second. So they give you a couple of chargers. So they actually give you 2 chargers, and they are like a magnetic charger. So here's the little light itself, and straight out of the box they have silicone diffusion on it, which I always like these silicone diffusions when lights come with them. They're really nice, reliable, they do a good job at diffusing. But it just slides right over the top of it. This is the only piece that kind of just slides onto it, though. The rest of it's magnetic. So if you look at it, it's got 4 little magnets here, and pretty much everything else that comes with it is magnetic to it, and it is a singular color light. So I believe it's 5500 Kelvin, and then you can kind of change the temperature with some gels that they give you for it, and they are thicker than like a typical gel, so they're reusable several times over. But yeah, so the way it charges is actually through this magnetic. See, I'm shining the light on my face with no diffusion. Let's put the diffusion on it. Let's make it soft. That's nice. All right, so it plugs in right there. It plugs in right there, guys. It's just a little magnetic plug, so it will charge by that into any USB-A, just like everything else. It charges by USB, but it plugs in through these magnetic proprietary plugs. So they give you 2 of them in case you lose one. Very nice little informational book here that kind of talks about everything, but it's pretty self-explanatory. There's one button on it. You hard press to turn it off, hard press to turn it on for a couple seconds. Then it goes through its brightnesses. There's 4 brightnesses, and then it goes back down to dimming. So you can see it gets brighter. What I think this could be great for is like adding a backlight to something. So like my hand, if I wanted to add a backlight to it, it could be a good backlight. It can hide well behind something because it's so small. It can be great for product photography and videography for very small products. It can't even add a nice key light or fill light for vlogging on the go. Could be really great. I'm just going to turn off my fill light right now, and then I'm going to use this just to hold it off to the side for fill. So let me just turn off my fill light. So my fill light's off, and there's more that comes with this thing, guys, but this is just with the little diffusion that it has on it, and then we're just going to kind of fill me in here. So without it, with it, I'm turning it away. That's no light. It does a decent fill. So, and I'm holding it, you know, a few feet away from my face. So if I came closer, I can hold it closer because then it won't be on camera. And that fills me in pretty good. I'm looking at myself in the monitor here on the side of my camera. But, you know, that's without it. With it, it's nice and soft. It does a decent job for filling for this tiny little light. So if you're doing a talking head like this, it works just fine, and it's nice. And man, this thing fits in a camera bag, because like, look how small it is. Let me turn on my other fill light that's just like literally right off the screen because that's how compact I always set myself up here. Done. You could use it with an action camera, which is kind of like what they show on the box, it being used with like a GoPro. Could be used as an action camera to do underwater stuff and get yourself some lighting. One of the coolest things that comes in this package is these little set of barn doors. So it comes with these little set of barn doors. Super awesome. Like, you can just put them on here, and treat it like a large video light, but it's super small. So it's like a mini version of a large video light. You can focus them down, and I'll go ahead and turn it on. So very focused down on my face, widen that out. And obviously it's a very harsh light right now, but I'm gonna pull something out real quick. So it comes with this set of gels, or like diffusion. Comes with, this is just kind of to mount the gels to it and not have anything else like directing it, but you can use any of these other pieces of gear with it. You've got your like hex cage to also kind of narrow down and kind of focus, but this is a wider focus. Then you can like focus down the barn doors too. And then it comes with all of these different colored gels. One's just a plain. There's actually a couple of each of these in here. So I'm guessing that they're counting on some being lost at some point. I just dropped one, so I'm losing them. But you got a bunch of different gels, and you can see these on the site. So if you get on Amazon, it shows you everything that comes with it. You've got like a basic diffusion. I'm gonna stick that in right now. So I just stuck the diffusion on, stuck the barn doors over the top of it. Then I have a slightly more soft of the barn doors. You remember how harsh it was before? Harsh, soft. Other accessories, you've got focus here so that you can create a circular tight focus. This is great for small product photography and videography. Like I said, you can vlog with it, but if you put it on just a small stand like this guy, you can definitely set it up. And just this would be so cool to set up with like a G.I. Joe scene or something like that, and just like you have your like little video light sitting here, and it's practical. It actually works. I'll pop some stuff up here. It can be utilized to do a fun shot of toys and stuff like that. You can do some backlighting with it, use it for video shots, panning, mount it on the camera and get shots like that. And this thing just shoots really cool stuff. You can change the tone, so we can get like a blue tone, we can get a green tone, we can get like a more warm tone by adding the reds or the orange on here. And as you can see, this thing does some pretty cool shooting and has some pretty practical uses at a very small size. So I'm glad to spend the money on this, even though I got it as a Christmas present this year. But I obviously put it in my shopping cart on Amazon, so I got what I asked for. But yeah, I would gladly spend the 30 to 40 bucks on this, depending on what the price is running at the time on Amazon, versus spending 60 to nearly $100 for some of those other cube lights out there, like the Lume Cube. But like I said, I'll link all those in the description, and so you have options and you can check out the specs of all of them and kind of make your own buying decision. If this helped you out though, please do hit that like button and subscribe for more budget film gear stuff, because like I'm always putting stuff out here, guys, weekly. Till next time, guys, go check out my last week's video on a piece of gear for my Osmo Pocket 2, one of my favorite budget cameras to shoot with. But that piece of gear lets you add a fourth axis to the gimbal on that thing. Pretty cool. Check it out. But also, go shoot something, be creative, post it. Don't be shy, guys. Peace out. See you next week.